Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Alright, so today we're gonna go with the album review for Pray for Paris by Westsidegunn. Wax already spoke on, gave his spew pertaining to what he thought about the album. So I'm gonna give you mine. Alright, now track wise, Wax already said it got 13 tracks on it. The album is a total of 41 minutes long. It came out April 17th of this year, obviously. Quarantine status. Um, he sets the album off, with I feel like a big money art skit. We got artists in there bidding on some type of art that end up freaking costing $400 million. Typical West Side Gun, flossing. Um, it seems like the inspiration, from the album came from when he spent time, when he was out in Paris, whatever business he was conducting fashion wise. And he linked up with Virgil Abloh. And Virgil came up with the art for the album cover. So, my favorite track on the album is actually the George Bondo track featuring Benny and Conway. Danger on the beat, production fire, beat fire, lyrically, I feel like Conway had the best verse on that song. So moving right along, the track 327 featuring Tyler the Creator and Joey Badass. Now the chemistry with those three, was flawless. Can't say anything wrong about it. The production via Camo Monk sounds like typical pro era type production, and that's why I feel those three sounded so good together on that particular track, because it's already sounding like something that Joey Badass previously had spit over anyways. So track 500 Ounces with Freddie Gibbs and Rock Marcy, production by Alchemist, flawless. uh Tyler the Creator did the production on the track Party with Pop Smoke. So this album alone, Tyler the Creator shined in two ways. Lyrically, he was spitting, and he got production credit, so that's a win-win for him. Um, he had a skit on here. I remember this skit too. When I was young, he had a skit on here with the Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase, where he's getting his custom belt made. If y'all remember when he was getting that belt made, man, with all them diamonds, and he was acting the fool. Yeah, so that skit, fit in with typical uh wrestling skits that Westside always puts together for his albums. What else we got here? Well, as far as this being his best project to date, I'm not gonna go with that. I'm not gonna go with that. I feel like that's typical cliche uh terminology when an artist comes out with, a new album per se. I feel like they saying that because it's new. They're hyping it up so the fans can go out and grab it. Is it good? Of course, it's flawless. But when you speak about, all the projects he put out, come on now, he got 7 Hitler Wear Hermes projects. He got The Fly God and Supreme Blind Tell. Come on now, that's too much bodies of work to say that this is the best, because all the other ones were, you know, to me, I feel equally as great. Um, some of the production on it that Wax, he said he left out. You had Bohemia Lynch on that joint, Jay Versace, and Conductor Williams as far as production. So all in all, to me, the album is good. Definitely worth checking out if you're a West Side Gun and Griselda fan. Like I said, as far as it being the best, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is good. Now, one thing that I want West Side to try to get away from, but he won't because he's the fly guy. Like his fans, if you look at his fans, you go to his shows, you know, he speaks about all this fashion, all this fly shit, right? He got all these expensive garments on per se, but no one in the shows is wearing the shit that he's wearing besides his merch. Like nobody's if you see his fans, you see his shows, like nobody's out there and all this Gucci and Fendi and Dolce and all this shit that he rocks. I mean, to each his own though, but I'm just saying, um his fan base is hardcore gutter, dirty Timberlands, Nike Air Maxes, Jordans, you know what I'm saying, hoodies. I mean, obviously everybody's wearing his hoodies and his t-shirts to his shows, but all that other fly shit that he's talking about, his fans don't. I feel like his fans really don't care about that. They just like the hardcore, gritty sound of the music that him and his team is putting out. So, that's it, guys. I mean, that's my take on the new album, Pray for Paris, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Mr. Dcyop signing off, the Brokers Podcast, Peace.